to accept that we've got a challenge in our country. The economic climate is not great. The outlook itself is not a great one. But customers are still buying, right? So how do you make sure that you become the most attractive supplier to those customers? To me, that's really the question, because people are still buying. They may not be buying a lot, but they're still buying. So you want to be in a market that is declining, you want to still to grow. You need to do certain things to make yourselves to stand out. So that's what I mean, if I look, for example, at the example of Netstar, it's a market that is like saturated. But now we're growing because we decided to focus on a few things without saying much, but we've put customer experience at the center. And when you look now at the churn rate, we have significantly reduced our churn. It's a market that is saturated, it's flat, but we're growing, right? So I'm saying that as individual companies, yes, you can, things are not, but I think that's our job. If you are employed as a CEO, what is your, I think our job is to fix problems. If we are leading these companies that do not need us, why are we there? If there are problems, that's good, because that's why we've been employed. Otherwise, they won't need us. So my view is that let us look at these problems and try and, you will find areas of growth. Yeah? They will tell you that if you are aligning yourself with the cloud, aligning yourself with data analytics, security, and stuff like that, very likely you're going to be growing. Is your company aligned to any of that? Because that is going to be lifting. So that's what we have chosen to do. We've made our bets very clear and said, we're going to be growing in these spaces, and we are. But at the same time, we've got a responsibility to also, not just our shareholders, to all of our stakeholders, employees as well. It would be irresponsible of us, I'm now talking Altron, to just continue to be operating here in South Africa. I need to have a geographic expansion strategy that reduces our dependence or our exposure to South Africa. Not that I don't love South Africa, but because I'm doing the responsible thing. I cannot have all my eggs, they say, in what? Or maybe one basket, something like that. So there is that element that you cannot say you don't have choices. We have choices. We have choices. Yes, you are still here. You are operating from here, but you are balancing your portfolio. So that is something, I think Mimecast is one of those companies operating outside of South Africa as well. And that's what we're currently sitting at about 47% of our business offshore. If you're looking at us in 3 years' time, that number will probably be 60, 70%. Not because we've reduced South Africa, but because we've expanded elsewhere. It's a responsible thing to do.